talked a little bit about using this facility for the recovery. We know that you do a pretty big weight cut when you fight at 55. So where are you at right now? How is the cut going?
You know, right now I'm sitting here. I'm 180 pounds. On Saturday I'll be 156 pounds. It's ridiculous that I have to do that, but that's what we got to do. You know, that's one of the big things. I think this fight is even bigger than people realize because I think there shouldn't be a holdup on the 165-pound division. I think they should open it up now. I think after July they're going to open it up, and when they do, they got to make a vacant title. So they need 2 #1 contenders. After this one, I think me and Khabib sounds good for that #1. You know, me or him for that #1 contender spot for the 165 title. I don't see what the holdup is. You know, I don't see no downside to a 165. Especially now with Conor fighting Mayweather, he's holding up that title. Don't strip the man. Make another title. You know, you get more super fights, you get bigger fights. There's 150 guys at lightweight, all fighting for one title. And the top 30 guys, we all know, the top 30 guys can all be the champ. You got the same thing going on at welterweight. There's 150 guys. You know, you could split that up. You know, you got 100 guys at 165 that can make it. You know, you got guys like Jorge Masvidal, that Donald Cerrone, the guys that are kind of, me included, you know, Nate Diaz, guys that are kind of stuck in the middle between that two. You know, when you put me next to Conor, like I'm 10 pounds bigger than him, you know. I walk around outside of fight camp at 190. Right now I'm 180, and I got to make weight on Saturday. You know, it's not good for me. It's not good for my health. I've been talking about going up for a while. They don't want me to. They want me to stay at 155. I'm willing to do it. I'm a professional. I never miss weight. I'm gonna eat some tiramisu on the week of the fight. You know, I requested tiramisu today, but you know, I guess the cafeteria don't want to make it for me. So you know, I'm a professional. I get it done, but they should definitely open up the 165, and I'll be the #1 contender.
Do you have a nutritionist that helps you?
I've tried out a couple nutritionists, but honestly, I don't really like nobody telling me what to do. I kind of do it, you know. I kind of eat what I want to eat. Like I said, I'm gonna eat tiramisu this week, so you know, I kind of do what I want to do. You know, I know my body. You know, I've done this so many times, and I fight so frequently. You know, even for this one after Brazil, I never got big. You know, I went back to back, so I don't really like using nutritionists. I don't, you know, I do it all. I'm a student of the game in all aspects. You know, I study promotion. I study the fight. You know, it's not just about wrestling, boxing, and grappling. You know, it's so much more that goes into the fight game, and nutrition is one of them. If you need a nutritionist, I think you're an idiot.
You said you think they'll open it after July. Why is that?
Well, I know they're doing for the Cormier Jones card. That'll be the first one in California. That after they pass that 10-point plan. I like the plan. I think Nevada should do it as well. I think every commission should do it. It's ridiculous that we cut weight. It just is. It's stupid. You take Mike Chiesa. I guarantee he's sitting at 180 pounds right now. Why are we fighting at 155? I don't know. You know, it's just the whole way that the weight classes are even structured in MMA is stupid. You know, when you ask, you know, hardcore fans know. Hardcore fans don't give a damn what weight we fight at. You know, if we both fight at 170, they don't give a damn. It's still the same fight. I'll take the fight right now at 180 pounds. You know, I have no problem with it. As long as two men weigh the same, they should fight. You know, the fact that they even classify 155 as lightweight, you know, I had somebody come up to me and think that Mayweather is, because he's a welterweight in boxing, is bigger than me, and not realize I've got 40 pounds on the man. You know, I'm 190 pounds outside. He's only 150. You know, they need to clarify that for the casual fans, because the casual fans don't understand about weight cutting.
Now, you mentioned the extreme weight cut has been bad for you. What have you noticed? Any adverse effects on you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm young, you know, so I recover like a motherfucker, but yeah, it's gonna be bad. You know, I realize that it's gonna be bad in the long run, but that's the things that I'm willing to do to do the things that, you know, I got to get. You're professional, you got to get it done. If I'm shaving some years off my life, fuck it. You know, hey, as well, you know, I'm a pro fighter for one. You know, like, as you can tell, like I gave up on my modeling career. You know, I gave up on all that shit. So you know, I'm ready to get it done. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
But have you noticed like anything specific, headaches or anything like that?
No. I mean, the one I had noticed a little bit of a difference not being able to use the IV. The first fight that I had not using the IV was the only loss that I've had in the last 10 fights to Leonardo Santos, and I could tell, you know, that was the first time I've ever been hurt in a fight, really. And I think I didn't approach my rehydration correctly, and that just comes with experience. You know, I've got more experience now. I'm rehydrating more. correctly, more better, you know, without using the IV. So I've only got so many more fights at 155. I know it. Either way, I'll go up to 170 if they don't make it. I don't see why they don't make a 165 division and a 175. But if not, then eventually I will go up to 170.
Do you think the IV ban is a mistake?
Yeah, you know, it's hard to say. You know, some guys, I think it's a mistake. I think they know it's a mistake, but they just got to do what they got to do. You know, it's politics to it. You know, some guys you know, some guys need it. I don't think they're using it for what they think they're using it for, you know, to mass drugs. That's not what we do here in MMA. You know, if that's your last resort, if that's the only thing to get out of using drugs, like it's stupid. So I think it's a mistake, but what can I say? I could just follow the rules and do what I do.
Do you think no matter what they do, rules-wise, guys are still going to try to find a way to get around it, though? I mean, like, no matter what you do, people are going to try to...
Yeah. I mean, guys are always going to cut weight, you know. That's always been the problem. I think that's what's taking so long to kind of figure it out, because you don't want to have somebody dehydrated. You know, you can't have same-day weigh-ins because you don't want to have somebody dehydrated in a fight. It's more about the health of the athlete more than anything, even over the politics of the sport. So I think guys are going to do that anyway. I think for the majority of us that are smart, you know, it's so stupid. People think, you know, oh, we give them more time before the weigh-ins, they're going to cut more weight. I can't possibly cut any more weight, you know. If you give me a week before the fight to weigh in, there's no way I can cut more than to 156. You know, I'm not going to go all of a sudden down to 145. It's retarded. You know, so I'm cutting the same amount of weight. The only difference is it's just going to be more time to recover.
Have you talked to anybody from the UFC that gave you a feeling?
Yeah. I mean, I've talked to Jeff Novitzky a lot. You know, he's around here all the time. You know, I'm in this building, goddamn, you know, a couple times, you know, 3-4 times a week. So I talked to a little bit of everybody. But you know, Jeff Novitzky is the one that's the head of the health and nutrition and the health and safety, and he understands. You know, this is the most dangerous part. Is the weight cutting, dehydrating your brain before you get into a fist fight. It's retarded. It doesn't make sense. He understands it. I think eventually he'll be able to get some clout and kind of, you know, push it along and push it through. But you know, yeah, it'll happen. I'm 100% confident.